Hey there, Eric here from Farm at Hand. I'm the Customer Success Manager here, and I just wanted to walk you through some of the differences between the free evaluation version, the standard version, and the premium version. So let me sign into my account here and get myself out of the way. So if you've signed up for a Farm at Hand account recently, you'll have noticed that you're able to start using Farm at Hand for free. In the free evaluation version, you have the option of being able to add up to 50 records. So this is essentially a record ceiling or a record limit. And this just allows you to use the app for free and to try out all of the features, whether it's adding in field records, adding in storage transactions so you can keep track of what's in your bins, adding contracts and deliveries against those contracts. So all of the types of things that you would do to keep track of what's going on your farm. You're able to add up to 50 records in the free evaluation version. Now, you can also start a premium trial. So let me just go to the upgrade. And you can see here you can start a free 30-day premium trial. And this gives you access to some of the premium features for free for 30 days. It also should unlock your record limit. So if you were getting close to that 50 record limit and you wanted to evaluate and try out the app a little bit more, you could start that 30-day premium trial to really try it out. So let me just jump to another account here, and I can show you the standard version and some of the differences between the standard version and the premium version. So the standard version allows you to essentially add as many records as you would like, similar to, and the features would be similar to that of the free evaluation version. So whether you're adding in field activities, for example, so anything from your planting in spring and harvest and swathing records. These are all things that you can add, and you wouldn't be met with that 50 record limit in the standard version. So this version allows you to add as many of those records as you would like, an unlimited number. But what it doesn't give you access to is some of the premium features, and that being the crop planner and the crop overview feature. So let me jump to a crop planner here. So the crop planner feature allows you to really plan out your growing season. So you can choose to, you can decide which crops you're planning on growing and start to outline some of the details of that operation. So, what your expected yield will be, your seeding rate and your costs, and your planting date. And same goes then for your fertilizer plan. So you can add different types of fertilizer, for example, and you have different rates, and you can add in a fertilizer and the cost per acre for using that fertilizer. So once you've added some of these items, let's jump to the 2019 crop year so we can really compare. So once you've added in some of those items, you can see here you have a good sense of your input costs. So your per acre costs for your seeding, your fertilizer, and your pesticides. You can also add in your overhead costs. And then this is where you would get a per acre analysis. So your break-even price, your break-even yield, estimated gross revenue, and really good 360 of each crop. So the costs and the projected production and what your revenue and costs will look like. This is something that you would probably have typically seen in a spreadsheet. What's really handy about having it in the app is you can always edit this at any time. So, if you're waiting at the elevator, for example, and you want to make a tweak to your crop plan, you can actually just pull it up on your phone and just make the change, and you'll start to see those changes reflected in the calculations here. Furthermore, you're probably wanting to generate some type of reporting for doing all of this planning, and that's where this last stage gives you a really handy report that you can also share. So I'll show you here. You can generate this report. You can immediately share it with others. So your agronomists, your financial institutions, if you need this for crop insurance, for example. This is all information that you can provide to any other third party. And here again is that revenue and cost plan. And this is a product summary. So this would be a list of the items that you have projected that you'll be needing and the amount required for your plans, for your growing plans this season. So that is the crop planner feature. The crop overview feature sort of ties this all together because with your crop plan, what you have is essentially a budgeted plan and costs. But as you start to record your activities, what you can then do is add in the actual costs, and then by adding in those actual costs, you can have a comparison between your real activities that are happening on the ground, on the field, and what you had outlined in your crop plan and your budgeted amount. So you can see very quickly here what your break even would be. And these, again, are things that you would be able to adjust on the fly. So if you have it in your hand on your phone, you're able to make these adjustments. Whereas perhaps in the past, if you were doing this on a spreadsheet, you would have to remember to make those changes, head back to the office at the end of the day and type them up on a spreadsheet. And that just makes it very difficult to really have an organic, active plan. One of the other helpful aspects of the crop overview feature is this sales position dashboard here. This allows you to get a really quick insight on the amount that you have sold, so the contracted amount, and what is related to your estimated production here. So you can see very quickly, taking advantage of selling opportunities and market highs. In the crop overview, again, you can also see exactly where your crop has been stored and the transaction history related to all of your bins and storage. And the same goes for all of the fields. So you can click on any field and get a really detailed look at what's been going on that particular field across different crop years as well. You'll notice here I have planned activities. These are activities that were generated by the crop plan in that second stage, the operations stage. And what this allows you to do is really make it easy to keep track of what's going on in your farm. I know a lot of growers want to adopt a system like Farm at Hand, but recognize that there are members on their farm that might not be the most diligent or tech savvy, and they might feel that it's difficult for them to learn and keep track of what's going on the farm. Well, what's handy about having the crop planner feature is essentially it creates a ready-to-go task list of planned activities. And so some of these other members on your farm that are also responsible for keeping track of what's going on, whether that's temporary hired farm hands mid-season, all they would need to do is learn to click complete and save, and that would help them log the spraying record. So instead of having to show them and demonstrate how to go to a field and add a spraying record, all they would need to do then is to just click complete and check it off. So it just makes it really simple to make sure that your records are up to date and very accurate. So those would be the main feature differences between the premium version and the standard version. Access to this crop planner, the crop overview, and your cost and revenue insights. So yeah, I hope that that has helped you with getting a better understanding as to the differences between the free evaluation version, the 30-day premium trial that you can get started with, the standard version, and the premium version. And if you're interested at all in upgrading, you'll be able to see a big upgrade button here. And this also helps to outline some of those differences as well. And if ever you have any questions, feel free to message me and start a new conversation. We're always excited to talk to our growers, so please feel free to reach out to us. Okay, thanks so much, and looking forward to connecting with you soon. Cheers.